Hello Pisces, welcome back to my channel if you're a returning subscriber. If you're new, welcome. I hope you enjoy the reading. Please don't forget to like and share or like and subscribe. I've already shuffled and laid out the cards, so let's have a look and see what's coming in for you. So there are quite a lot of moon influences coming in for you. Also the sun breaking through. I see that the moon is reflected a number of times in your reading. So I do feel that possibly the new moon or the full moon, which is a partial eclipse this month in November, are going to be important for you in some way, shape or form. So the new moon will be on the 4th of November, and that is involving Uranus and Saturn, and that will be in Scorpio. And then the full moon partial eclipse will be on the 19th of November. That's falling in Taurus, but it does include the Sun, Mercury and Jupiter as well. So possibly follow the cycles of the moon, or you could be tapping into your moon wisdom or your femininity or female or feminine presence. People in your life are important at this time. So let's start here with the 7th house. This is the house of relationships, so everything to do with your personal one-on-one relationships. Now this could be a love partner, or it could be a business partner. Anybody that's close, has a close relationship with you that is one-on-one, and it can also in some cases be the lower courts, so some sort of justice may also be involved there. So now at the bottom we've got air element communicating, and then at the top we've got Sekhmet, be strong. So I do feel that either something needs to be said or expressed in this house, or it could be that you're going to have some kind of realization, or you're going to make a decision of some sort. The air element card is very much about a decision that needs to be made, or you're weighing things up, but you're going to have to sort it out and apply logic in this case, okay? The air element is obviously everything to do with the analytical side of our nature. But it is also about manifestation and having positive thoughts and positive words, so speaking things into existence. That's very much governed by this. It can also be, you've also got a manifestation card coming up as well, so I do feel that's important, being positive with your words and what you're thinking at this time. Even if you are making a big change and you're going forward in a different direction, then this is still going to be important, because this is about what you want to manifest for yourself. It can also be about perception shifts. Now, it could be that you need a breath of fresh air. You need a change of scenery. It could be that you need to go into a sort of a higher area, like a mountainous area, or just have a getaway, or just go somewhere where you can get real perspective on things, so that you can, have a different perception on it. Just simply because you're removed from that environment and you can look down on it, or you can get some kind of, sort of assistance from your spirit team. It's like a download or a channeling, but it's almost like getting a different perspective really on the situation. So that's all coming up with air element, but certainly something needs to be acted on, or just discussed even, or you need to express yourself in some way. This can also be quite an ambitious card, okay? So this could be having an ambition or a goal, or driving towards something, analyzing something so that you can move forward. It's particular if it's to do with a business partnership, that could very well be the case as well. But I do feel that a breath of fresh air or change of scenery is important. You do have here Cordelia, go outside. You have been indoors too long. Go outside and get some fresh air. So I do feel that this is going to help you tremendously. It's going to give you that upliftment, so that you can actually make a decision, or that you can get clarity on something. Spend more time in nature, even if it's a daily walk, or just out wherever you can go in nature. It can also be that your manifestation, whatever you're trying to manifest here in this house, and it could also be later in your communication house, could be sort of gearing up to actually come into your life in the month of May. All right, so there may be a progression that you're going through, but the month of May is highlighted in some way, or it could be also when the weather really starts to warm up. So depending on where you are in the world, it could be the end of the year if you're southern hemisphere, northern hemisphere, it could be May time. So, but it's get in touch with nature, get in touch with yourself, but get out into the fresh air, and that will help to give you that perspective. You have also got here Sekhmet, be strong. You are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. So again, this is about having a very powerful, strong mindset, having courage, all right, and not allowing naysayers or skeptics or anybody else to detract you from what it is that you feel in your heart you need to do, all right, or need to say in this case, because this is some form of expression coming in with the air element here. And so it's something to do with that. It is something to do with, setting a course for yourself now going forward. So be strong. It's saying that you may need to do some physical exercise to build up your body so that you can handle many changes or things that are occurring, or to set a course forward for yourself now. It could also just be to build up your stamina, but it can also be an emotional and a mental thing, building up your strength and stamina in that way, sitting powerfully on your throne and not allowing negativity, which you're trying to avoid with the air element. You want to manifest good things, so speak the best positive things into existence. Let go of negativity and stand strong in your power, and have courage. Okay, you are stronger than you think you are. Now we've also got the bottom of the fairy, which is the 10 of winter. Okay, so this is the 10 of swords as well, and this is also the air element. So a lot of air communication or thinking or analyzing or expression is coming in here as well. So 10 of winter, it's saying the resolution of difficulties, a weight lifted off your shoulders, the end of an addiction or codependency. Okay, so take that as it resonates for you. It could also be to do with some aspect that you've been in, either it's a companion or a partner, whether it's a love partner or a business partner, something where you're in a very close personal one-on-one relationship, and that there's been some issue there possibly, and now it's saying that that codependency now can leave you. So there's some sort of weight being lifted off as well. All of these things are pertinent. So now we have got, next we've got the 11th house. The 11th house is to do with your glimpses of the future, or some sort of future vision that you have for yourself. Now this could be to do with your own hopes and dreams, your hobbies and interests, so something you want to work on, or something that is now coming into your life. Or it could just be your dreams, your visions of yourself for the future, what you have had for yourself, which may be changing in some way. It's also to do with friendships, all right? So a friend or friendships, and there could be a very strong feminine influence coming in here. So either you are making more feminine friends, or you are changing your feminine friends, or you are changing your groups, your contacts and your networks. It could be a group that you're joining, or perhaps you're joining online groups that are more feminine in quality, and resonance. So just to take it as it resonates, but friends or friendships may be highlighted here. It's also about group activities of all kinds. So this could be that you are, as I said, joining a group or an association or a society, or you may be leaving what you have been in before and going in a different direction now. It could also be that you are, sort of involved in a community. There's social reform that comes in with this, humanitarianism, global consciousness also may be coming in, and trends and movement in society, and watching those at this time. It can also be about some sort of innovation or some sort of inspiration, which is about a glimpse of the future, or you're seeing some sort of futuristic trend or some sort of future path for yourself. Okay, that could also be coming in. But any kind of activity where you are also with others, you may be an individual, but you're with others in some way, shape or form. That could be joining with like-minded people. It could be any kind of group activity, like a festival or something like that as well. Now we have got, as I said, the moon here. The moon is also coming up again later. So the moon, as I said, has a very strong feminine or female aspect to it. You could be tapping into feminine wisdom, or the global consciousness, which is feminine in nature. So whether you're masculine or feminine doesn't matter, because we have both. So you're balancing, you've got to balance both. And so this is saying that in some way, shape or form, either a feminine is influencing you, or you are tapping into that in your life in some way. The moon also is about your emotional security and where you go to feel safe. So it's things that you do to feel safe. So you may be enjoying friendships at this time, or some sort of activity out there, whether it's community related or humanity related, or some other group activity which makes you feel comforted and nurtured. Okay, that's very much a moon quality. It could also be mothering. Perhaps you have a mother person or a mothering kind of person, or you are doing that in your group or with your friends. So there's a mother principle coming in here. It could also be the the feminine wisdom from that, tapping into that. So you may be becoming a mother, or you may be tapping into that feminine aspect of yourself, or the nurturing aspect. Health, diet, well-being, nurturing the home and domestic things, all it's kind of come in with the moon as well. It could also be that it's talking about your emotional life. Now, this could be fluctuating, going up and down, or going through phases of the moon. It could also be that you need to look at your moods, or you are changing your habits and your moods, or your moods and your habits need to be looked at in some way. That could also be possible with the moon. It also does make you quite nostalgic or sentimental, looking back at the past. And also tapping into intuition and instinct at this time. So you could be getting powerful insights at this time, which is going to guide you in some way, all right? But when it comes to looking at the past, you can bring hindsight from the past, but your rearview mirror is small for a reason, all right? So don't live there. Just bring forward what you needed to learn, and then keep moving forward. But you could also just be tapping in to using your intuition and your instincts, and tapping into some greater wisdom at this time. With Lakshmi, we've got at the top here, bright future, stop worrying, everything is going to be fine. Okay, so something in this 11th house has got you a little bit concerned, whether it's a global consciousness or a humanitarian issue, or some of friends or friendships, or it could be your future. Perhaps you are just uncertain about something, but it's saying that something is coming in for you, which I do feel is coming in with the North Node. We're going to get to that. Something is coming in for you. Do not worry, all right? Lakshmi is the most abundant of the goddesses. The elephants are there, also a very abundant symbol. She just oozes abundance. And the lotus blossoms are there, saying that you're rising up from the depths, and that you have a bright future. So don't worry about the future at this time, and don't be concerned. Don't slip into, living in the past, sort of falling into kind of like a reverie or depression or something like that. Okay, don't allow that to happen. Lakshmi is saying that you've got a bright future, and good things are on their way to you. And so don't worry, because when you worry, then you draw the things towards you. You become negative by nature, and that just drains your vitality and your youth and everything. So just don't do it, okay? Rather focus on your positive manifestations and speak your positive things into existence, okay? Now we have also got here the third house. So the third house is the house of communication of all kinds. So whether this is written, verbal, it can also be body language. It can be communicating with specific people, or with a platform, or it could be to a wider audience. It could also be to family members. So this is general relatives, aunts, uncles, cousins, siblings, even neighbors may come in with the third house. It is also to do with talking and talking to others, exchanging ideas, communication of all kinds. It can also be to do with the internet and the social media and things like that. It could be to do with contracts and documents as well. You may be involved in that in some way, shape or form, or perhaps an opportunity is coming in for you because you've got part of fortune here. Some opportunity is coming in for you, and contracts and documents may be important, or social media, or just getting your expression out there in some way, saying what you need to say, okay? Or you may be in discussions with family members. Just take it as it resonates. But there may be some research. You may have to go on short trips around and about to gather information. So a short journey, perhaps to a high place like a mountainous area or somewhere, just like a small exploration. But it could involve a vehicle or planning or maps. Maps come in with this. So some sort of plan to go somewhere with the third house. Now we have got part of fortune. So this is a very, very powerful card. It is a destiny card, a fate card. And this is saying that your part of fortune has been activated in some way. So I do feel that it's something to do with a talent or a skill that you have in either social media or communications of some sort. It could be contracts and documents. It could be just talking to others. It could also be in social situations, and exchanging ideas in your neighborhood, something like that, or with early learning. Something to do with that. It's saying that there's some aspect of you which is going to be triggered. And I feel that's coming in with your North Node. Something is going to be triggered, and it's going to trigger your sort of hidden talents and abilities. And they're going to rise to the surface. You may have already noticed this. Something is rising to the surface now. It's going to be sort of triggered by this. It is also saying that whatever that is your part of fortune. That is like your pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. It's something that you haven't really focused on, or you haven't accessed correctly, or you just haven't been able to access it up until now. And it's saying that now you can access that talent or that skill or that ability and use it and monetize it, or use it to help others, or to say certain things, or to discuss certain things, or to be a spokesperson of some sort. And the part of fortune is that aspect that has kind of been overlooked up until now, but it's saying that you can create a lot out of this, all right, out of this triggering of this about a talent or an ability. It could also be that some sort of reward or notoriety, as in you're suddenly in the spotlight, or you get acknowledged in some way. So it's like an acknowledgement or a some sort of reward is coming in for you, and it could just really well fall into your lap quite unexpectedly. It could also be the gift of a trip away, or a little journey away, or something. Some sort of support or gift or reward can be coming in with the part of fortune as well. It's saying that there's some sort of increase that's coming in for you in this third house, all right? It could also be your ability to manifest things, because you have got here Rhiannon, sorceress. So you are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. There's a full moon there. As I said, the moon energy is very important for you. And so something is, I feel, going to be triggered or activated in some way, or shape or form. Or it could be that a manifestation is coming in for you. So Rhiannon, we had air element communication before. This is the manifestation card in this deck. And then this one is the manifestation card here. And it's saying that you are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. So the air element is about clear intentions. Okay, so what is your intention? What is your clarity? What is your intention? You may have to weigh this up with this card. Get your perspective. Go to a high place so that you can look down on things and see things from a different angle, or however you want to do it. But this is about intentions, and this is saying that your clear intentions will get you what you need. All right, but this is a form of magic. Okay, this is a form of intention is your magic. It's also how you speak things, and how you bring down the moon. You bring these things into your life. So you speak things into existence. You have belief that they're going to manifest, and then you get out of your own way and you let the universe deliver. You have belief. All right. So she's saying that this is a sorceress energy, whether you're masculine or feminine. As I said, it's also about being out in nature. But there's something to do with this. So there's a unicorn there. So this is all about magical intentions, magical manifestations of some sort. We all have a magical ability of some kind, whether this is how you speak or how you help others. We all have our magical abilities, and she's saying that you need to use them now, okay, to bring you what you want at this time. So again, we have another moon card coming in here. This is at the bottom of the, this is the fairy tarot. So powerful intuitive epiphanies, letting go of worry and fear, understanding the truth of a situation. Okay, so this could very well be that something to do with your world, whether it's a consciousness shift or to do with where you've been currently, with whatever group situation you've been in. It could be friendships, it could be the community you've been, or it could be whatever it is that you have been doing up until this point could be changing at right now. And you're suddenly seeing the truth of something, whether it could be a relationship, or it could be something to do with group activities. It could be just your visions of the future. You're getting an intuitive read on the situation. So your spidey senses are very much activated, and your moon card here is also highlighting the same thing. And with the Sorceress Rhiannon, you could be getting a lot of information that's going to help you with manifestations as well. So again, we have the lotus blossoms there, and that also came up with Lakshmi. So some sort of intuitive epiphany, like a realization, or understanding the truth of a situation is going to lead you somewhere very important, all right? And it could also be the rising up of some sort of ability or talent that you have at this time. But it needs to be expressed because it's going to be in your 3rd house, okay? It's communication of some sort. So whatever you're feeling, whatever you're intuiting, whatever you're gathering from your situation, it needs to be expressed. There's another moon there as well. So very important, go with the moon energy, and you know, your intuitive self is going to be on high alert with this energy. I do feel you need to surrender to this energy and to this part of fortune as well. You need to surrender to this uprising of whatever it is, these instincts and intuitions that you're getting. There's some sort of surrender that is required. Just go with the flow. Go with what you're feeling, what your instincts are telling you. Yes, you can bring in the analytical side of it, think things through, weigh things up. But it's your intuition and your instincts that are going to help you now. This is going to help you get clarity. So this is like a computer. You know, your computer, you use your computer to weigh up the probabilities and possibilities, but then you go ultimately with your heart. So, but there's some sort of surrender to the flow here. It could also be to the ending of something in your life which is now disappearing, and better days are coming for you. But you may have to steer your course in some way, and the course may not be what you had in mind for yourself to begin with. It might be a different future path than what you had planned for yourself before. But it's saying there's some sort of surrender that is required to just go with it. I say surrender, to go with it, because you've got the North Node, life's purpose. This is a very, very powerful card. Again, it's fate and destiny coming in. That's matching the part of fortune. So this is something that I feel you've manifested for yourself, or are manifesting for yourself. This is like a big door swinging open. So the past will fall away and a big door to the future will come in for you. So the future is very much highlighted here. North Node is all about the future. This is about getting on your path, your mission, what it is you came here to do in this lifetime, getting on that path. You may find yourself in the right place at the right time. You may find yourself being just a sort of on the path that you're supposed to be on. Somehow you end up there. You just get moved by a spirit, okay? Very, very important card. It also can cause quite a bit of turbulence, because this can cause a change of a life path. It's like an epiphany. So you've already got the spiritual, intuitive epiphany. So this could be really a massive change of direction for you. You could be going in a completely different direction. But whatever it is going to be fulfilling for you. It's going to give you ultimately fulfillment, happiness, and all of those things. You're going to feel aligned with what it is that you're supposed to be doing, okay? You could be drawing soul tribe people to you as well, which comes in with the 11th house. It could also be the 7th house. You're drawing people towards you who are aligned with what you are resonating with, okay? And this is where also the communication comes in. You may need to travel a little bit locally to go and find out, or to join up with these people. But you're going to feel very like aligned with this. And it's just going to feel so right. But there may be a bit of turbulence as you turn your ship to go in that direction now. Okay, but it could be really abrupt. It could be really sudden. And now you've just simply got to go with it, because this is so important for you. But it really is. It's a major turning point in your life. Soul people will start to gather, whether they're there for a short time or a longer time. Doesn't matter. They've come in to help you with something specific, or to be with you during something specific, and you are doing the same for them. And you'll be following your soul contracts with them. But you're just going to feel like-minded with them, okay? But it's a very powerful card. It's about moving forward, sometimes at speed, and going forward for what it is that you're here to do, your fulfillment at this time. Hope you enjoyed that. Please take care. But if not, take care, and don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.